Attention passionate New York Giants fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on New York Giants' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true New York Giants fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and New York Giants fans. Let's get to the news in what could be one of the most surprising and impactful rumors of the NFL offseason. Reports are swirling about a potential blockbuster trade that might shake up the NFC East, and it involves none other than Penei Sewell, the star offensive tackle from the Detroit Lions, landing in New York with the Giants. Now I know what you're thinking. This sounds almost too good to be true, but the whispers from Pro Football Reference and other sources suggest that the Lions, currently sitting at a solid 7-5 with a cap space of around $19 million, are contemplating sending Sewell to the Giants in exchange for a first-round pick in the 2026 NFL Draft. That's a move that could reshape both teams' futures and drastically alter the NFC landscape. Let's dig into what this all could mean. The Lions, despite their success this season, are navigating some cap challenges and have been cautious about long-term extensions. They're sitting pretty with odds of plus 850 to win the Super Bowl, but there's a sense of caution in Detroit. Sending Sewell, arguably one of the most dominant pass protectors in the league, would be a bold move, but it might be a strategic one to bolster their defensive front, which is currently giving up an average of 22.8 points per game. Plus, this trade would free up cap space to invest in their defensive line, which needs reinforcements, much like how Tampa Bay's Tristan Wirfs boosted the Bucs' efficiency in 2025 with a plus 15% EPA per run. For the Giants, this could be a game changer. Currently sitting at 2-11, the team's offensive line has been leaking sacks left and right, especially in the 2025 season. Adding Sewell would be like bringing in a fortress, an elite proven protector who can anchor the line and give quarterback Daniel Jones more time to operate. Sewell's track record is impressive. He was a first-round pick in 2021, and over his career, he's played 79 games, earned 3 Pro Bowls, and boasts an outstanding overall PFF grade of 95. He's allowed just 12 sacks over his career, which is stellar for an offensive lineman, and in 2025, he played 12 games with a PFF grade of 92. 0 holdings, and a run-blocking grade of 91. That kind of consistency and elite performance is exactly what the Giants need to rebuild their offensive line and create a more balanced attack. Now, let's talk about how Sewell could elevate the Giants' offense. His presence on the line would significantly improve pass protection, especially against NFC East rivals like the Eagles and Cowboys, who have been relentless in pressuring the quarterback. Sewell's grades are plus 2.3 above average when matched up against Giants' current offensive tackles, which translates into about plus 18% more pocket time for Daniel Jones. That extra protection could unlock the passing game and open up lanes for Saquon Barkley and Isaiah Hodgins to work their magic. The Giants' offense, which averages around 18.9 points per game this season, could see a jump to approximately 22 points per game, a huge step toward competitiveness and potential playoff contention. This move would also have a ripple effect on the team's overall strategy. The Giants, with their current 2-11 record, are clearly in a rebuilding phase, but acquiring Sewell would send a message that they're serious about contending in the near future. His addition would bolster their offensive line, a team's strength that has been a weak link this season. Plus, Sewell's presence could inspire confidence among teammates and fans alike, symbolizing a shift towards a more aggressive, high-caliber roster. And speaking of the bigger picture, the NFC East is wide open. The Eagles, currently standing as strong contenders, are facing their own hurdles, but the Giants could potentially challenge them more effectively with Sewell protecting Daniel Jones better and giving them a more reliable offensive line. The Eagles' rushing defense, combined with their offensive firepower, makes them formidable, but Sewell's addition could help the Giants match their intensity and even surpass them in certain matchups. If this move materializes, it could turn the tide of the division, forcing the Eagles and Cowboys to rethink their strategies. Looking ahead to the playoff odds, if the Giants manage to pull off this trade and integrate Sewell into their lineup, the Super Bowl odds could swing dramatically. Currently, the Giants are considered long shots at plus 100, but with Sewell anchoring the line and boosting their overall team performance, those odds could improve to around +7-0. That's a significant jump, especially considering the impact Sewell has had in Detroit and his reputation as one of the league's top offensive linemen. His presence would be a game-changer against NFC rivals, particularly in high-stakes matchups where protecting the quarterback is crucial. Now, I want to emphasize how this potential acquisition ties into the Giants' long-term vision. They've been building around Daniel Jones, Saquon Barkley, and a solid core of young players, but the offensive line has been a glaring weakness. Sewell's addition would signal a commitment to investing in the trenches, which is the foundation of any successful team. It's reminiscent of how the league's most dominant teams, like the Chiefs or 49ers, prioritize offensive line play. The Giants could be taking a page out of that playbook, aiming to build a fortress for Jones and a relentless run-blocking unit for Barkley. Of course, we have to consider the Lions' perspective as well. They're not just giving away Sewell for a first-round pick without expecting something significant in return. Detroit likely sees this as a strategic move to balance their roster and cap situation, especially with their Super Bowl aspirations and the desire to optimize their defensive unit. This trade, if it happens, could be a win-win, giving the Lions a valuable future pick, while the Giants get a proven star who can turn their offensive line into one of the league's best. As we watch this story develop, it's worth noting that the NFL offseason is always full of surprises, and rumors like this keep fans on the edge of their seats. The Giants, in particular, are at a crossroads. Do they go all in on making a playoff push this year? Or do they focus on building a more sustainable, championship-worthy team for the future? Adding Sewell could be the key to accelerating their timeline, giving Daniel Jones the protection he needs to excel and turning their offensive struggles into a thing of the past. In conclusion, this potential trade involving Penei Sewell from the Lions to the Giants is more than just a rumor. It's a statement about the direction both teams are heading. For the Giants, it's about asserting themselves as serious contenders and reestablishing their dominance in the NFC East. For the Lions, it's about strategic roster management and cap flexibility. The NFL is always unpredictable, but one thing is clear. If this move happens, it will send shockwaves through the league and could be the catalyst that defines the NFC's future landscape. The Giants are building an empire, and Sewell might just be the missing piece to their championship puzzle. Stay tuned, folks, because this story isn't over yet and the offseason has only just begun. The excitement is real, and the Giants fans should be ready for what's next. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest New York Giants news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, New York Giants fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential move? Do you think Sewell would be the game changer we all hope for? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Giants. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Giants news. The offseason is heating up and the future looks brighter than ever. Let's go, Big Blue.